As many of you know, the job market right now is at an all-time low, with many CS students applying to jobs hundreds and hundreds of times and only getting maybe one or two interviews. And that one interview is the most influential. It determines if you go on to the next round or even land that job offer. But oftentimes you have to go back and apply hundreds and hundreds of times again. Many are unable to get that first interview due to struggles with resume optimization and getting that constructive feedback, as traditional job preparation tools like generic online resources can't provide personal guidance. This results in candidates entering interviews feeling underprepared and uncertain about their strengths and weaknesses in areas that they need to improve on. ReZoomé addresses these worries and issues by offering an AI-powered platform to give resume analysis and personalized interview questions based on your resume and desired job, along with real-time feedback on simulated interviews. Through AI to simulate real-world interview conditions, ReZoomé helps users improve their confidence, communication skills, interview performance, and increasing their chances of securing job opportunities. I'll now pass it on to Cole to talk about our chosen APIs and how our features do just that.
Thank you, Han. I'm Cole, and I'm going to be going over our APIs and features. The APIs we use for this project are Affinda and OpenAI. We're using Affinda for document parsing, resume interpretation, and job matching. We're using OpenAI for resume feedback, mock interview question generation, and answer interpretation and feedback. We're going to go through Cole's user story. Cole is a second-year comp sci student at SFU looking for co-op. Cole has gotten few interviews, and those interviews have been unsuccessful so far. Cole is going to try using our resume review feature to up his chances of getting more interviews. Cole uploads his resume. The resume is stored on Affinda as a document and also parsed, and that interpreted data is sent back to the client to be used by OpenAI. Next, Cole will input a job listing for the job he is pursuing. On the resume review page, that job description he inputted will be sent to Affinda to be stored as a document. Once it's stored as a document, it is compared against his resume on Affinda, and it will give a job match score back in response. Cole will receive specific information on what to improve from OpenAI based on the parse information from Affinda and the job description he originally inputted. This will help him tailor his resume to the specific job. We're going to skip over the first couple steps of the mock interview because they are the same. The third step is going to be answering questions that ChatGPT has tailor-made for the specific resume and position that Cole has entered. Once Cole has answered all four of those questions, it will generate feedback based on them and what he can improve in the future. What are Cole's outcomes from this? He has now improved his resume and tailored it for the specific job and practiced with questions that might be asked in an interview. These will increase his chances at getting employed when an opportunity arises. Thank you, and next it is to Colton.
Thank you, Cole, for explaining our chosen APIs and features. I'm Colton, and I will walk through how we implemented our CI/CD pipeline for Resume. We wanted to make sure every new feature or bug fix would be automatically tested and deployed. We used GitHub Actions to run our CI pipeline and Netlify for our CD automated deployment. Our tests cover resume parsing, OpenAI feedback, Affinda upload, question generation, and more. For continuous integration, we made GitHub Actions run through our Jest tests every time a pull request was made. This helped us catch potential bugs early on before they merged with other branches. For deployment, we connected our GitHub repository to Netlify, so every time we merged into main, Netlify would automatically build and deploy the latest version of our site. This lets us see our live changes deployed instantly whenever we merged into main. Now let's go through the diagram. First, a pull request is made. GitHub Actions runs automated tests. Our test files are run. If all the tests pass, Netlify pulls the changes and updates the live deployment. Next, I'll pass it on to Mara to go over project takeaways and lesson learned.
Thank you, Colton, for going over our CI/CD pipeline overview. My name is Mara, and I'll be going over our project takeaways. Early on, we had message acknowledgement issues, where lack of responses delayed decisions and scheduling. Our solution was to have team members use thumbs up and thumbs down reactions to acknowledge messages. Our takeaway is that using simple reactions to acknowledge messages helps to keep everyone aligned, which is especially valuable in small teams where everyone's input matters. Next, we had stand-up scheduling conflicts, where finding a daily stand-up time was difficult due to morning commitments. Our solution was using a Discord stand-up channel where members posted updates before 12 p.m. And right above me, you can see an example of a stand-up message. Our takeaway is that using a text channel for stand-up updates alongside meetings kept communication consistent, while respecting everyone's schedules and other commitments. Technically, we had issues with an incorrect file structure. The footer only appeared on the homepage and not on other pages, despite this component being in our root layout function. We debugged the issue using documentation and found that the pages were outside of the app folder, and moving them inside of this folder resolved it. Our takeaway is that referencing documentation and debugging sites provides a well-rounded understanding of these issues, and following framework best practices leads to more maintainable code. Finally, we had deployment issues, where we struggled to deploy our Next.js project on Netlify despite extensive research. We used prompt engineering with ChatGPT to outline deployment steps, which led us to a successful deployment. Our takeaway is that as software developers, it's important to remember that we live in an age where AI tools coexist with us, offering great benefits. However, we must use them strategically to enhance our work rather to rely on them blindly. And now I will preview our demo video.
Lights, camera, action. I see you looking at my PIC. I know. 그게 땡겨 좀 더 땡겨 봐봐 기동 차지. Zoom in, zoom out, okay. Zoom in, zoom out, okay. Zoom in, zoom out, okay. Baby 확 가게 확대 확실하게 I'm feeling like $1,000,000, yeah. Must be that $1,000,000, yeah. 오늘따라 빛이 나. Selfie 착각하면 빛이 나. Always talking, know you like that. 조지 마 악물지는 않을게. Yeah, it's like that. Hey, hey, pretty little thing. Do your thing, I'll be right back. 우리 모두 사진 찍기 위해 살아. 나도 그래 네 맘 알아. 아이, 우리 모두 관심 받기 위해 살아. 나도 그래 네 맘 알아. Lights, camera, action, baby. I see you looking at my PIC. I know. 그게 땡겨 좀 더 땡겨 봐봐 기동 차지. Zoom in, zoom out, okay. Zoom in, zoom out, okay. Zoom in, zoom out, okay. Baby 확 가게 확대 확실하게 Do you like all my clothes and my bags? 옷을 입고 가방 매서 뿐인데. Why you like it when I'm sad or mad? I don't give a Cause I'm a bear. Baby, not a wish list.
That was a great demo video. Thank you, Mara. As our group reflected on our project, there were several areas that we thought could be improved or could be worked on more. We wanted to incorporate more into our resume review while adding suggestions to tailored resources like free online courses, projects, and tutorials to help develop technical skills. For the mock interview, we could have utilized NLPs or APIs that detected emotional tone of users while they went through this simulated interview. Using the extracted sentient data, like positive, neutral, or emotional markers, like enthusiasm or nervousness, this data could be formatted and used to generate feedback. An example of this feedback could be like, your tone was neutral 70% of the time. Try to incorporate more vocal variety and enthusiasm. Additionally, one of our original ideas was to incorporate eye contact detection that would give feedback on users on their ability to maintain eye contact. We could have used webgazer.js, which would have given us coordinates to measure how long the user was maintaining eye contact. And with that, we wanted to end by saying ReZoomé is more than just an interview practice tool. It's a solution that helps job seekers refine their resumes, gain confidence, and improve their interview performance. Thank you for watching.